Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and this is ATEEZ's WANTEEZ. We are on to episode 30. Yes, I am aware that it took me a little longer than usual to get to this one. Leave me a comment if I am not the only one who did some serious binging on Bethesda's Starfield when it came out. I might have played a little bit too much and not gotten enough sleep. I am just saying. Kitty cam today, you probably can't see them, but Little Miss and Autumn are both down in the kitty caves there. Very cozy warm. It had, the last couple of days have been rainy, chilly days up here in Michigan, and they tend to go into the kitty caves instead of sitting up atop on the, that. Alright, WANTEEZ. Let's get the captions on. Fantastic. And go. Still in the Proverbs. Don't know the destination. Falls after wandering around. Okay. Last agenda of this meeting.
좋아요.
드디어 마지막 안건이에요.
되게 지치셨나봐요. 우리
You seem very tired.
저는 토론도 못 해줬네요.
I couldn't even debate.
그래서 마지막 안건은
So the last agenda is something you all relate to. In my opinion, I think Yosang-hyun can relate to it the best. Hey, don't build it up like that. Following a friend to Gangnam. Don't build it up.
강남 간다. 이때 뭔?
Is the proverb following a friend to Gangnam, and is Gangnam where Seoul is? I don't know my counties, provinces, whatever. I recognize the names, but not enough to like place certain cities into them. And isn't it true that Woo-young followed Yosang to KQ Entertainment, and thus we have Yosang with that guy, and Woo-young is already making his decision. He's like, this basically means you follow a friend to do something unfamiliar, aka jumping off a bridge. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna guess Woo-young is very much going to agree with this one, because, you know, we have ATEEZ because of it. Who's there? That's Doc. Doc is having a snack.
아시죠?
네, 알죠. 영향을 많이 받는다는 말이잖아요, 친구에게.
동의한다.
Do you agree or disagree?
요거는
Everyone agrees. This is the first one we have complete agreeance on. Nice. So can I go first?
네, 먼저 하세요.
Was San digging himself?
친구 따라 강남
Following a friend to Gangnam. He's the man of the hour. He's that friend in that phrase.
전이 자리를 빌어서
Let me use this meeting to say, please pray.
8이네요. 정파리 씨.
저는 사실
까비.
이
San is in a mood during this whole thing. This is KQ Entertainment.
우리 여상 씨.
As you all know, our Yosang. He's the only reason why I came here. So you didn't want to. But you came because of Yosang-hyun? That's not what I meant. I didn't know there were so many good people here. But following a friend to Gangnam, I really followed Yosang here.
여긴 강남도
And this
아닙니다.
isn't even Gangnam.
할리우드?
Hollywood?
욕했다. 욕했다. 이 모양 보셨어요? 욕했다.
Yellow card.
찍고 있지요.
Did he just...
욕했다. 할리우드?
He just swore at Mingi. He just swore at Mingi.
욕했다. 이 모양 보셨어요? 욕했다. 찍고 있지요.
알겠습니다. 저는 여기 지금
Right now, I'm basically at Beverly Hills. I met the best friends, Hyungs and Dongseongs here. And until the moment I die, this is my all-time biggest capital.
말이 좀 워딩이
That's pretty bad wording.
약간.
저는 진짜 자본이고
You're all my capital friend.
브라더이고
됐으니까
And brothers. The capital is, that means my, capital, money. My, this is my all-time... Hi, how are you? Yeah, coming through? Don't mind us. Okay, now let's hear from
근데 정말
Yosang.
죄송한데 제 얘기 좀 좋게 해주시면
I'm
안 돼요?
so sorry. Can you say good things about me?
우영 씨 그런 느낌 우영 씨가 하여놓은
이거
영향력이
이게.
많아요.
굉장한 출발.
여기까지입니다. 저는 지금 저의 그거는 여상 씨를 따라왔더니
I
배버리는
followed Yosang and I'm at
지금
Beverly Hills.
미리 네 밑밥
It's a nice little
깔았네요.
excuse you got here.
이거 약간 입장 발표문 같다 이거. 약간.
It's like an official declaration moment.
마.
Don't cry.
한마디만 할게. 아 근데 나 진짜 너가
But I really,
말이
just, aggressors have nothing to say.
너가 지금 여기서 하는 말.
Whatever you
너
say here,
진심은
I'll take that as your
알아들을게, 알았지?
absolute truth.
저는 친구 따라 강남 갔다. 라는 말을
The phrase "following a friend to Gangnam," I think it's true.
울지 마.
Just don't cry.
제 어릴 적
When I was in school
학창
as a
시절에는
child,
온통 다
all of my
공부하는
friends were
친구들이었어요.
studious ones.
그래서
It's already getting Hangjung right in the feels, right in the feels.
저는 고등학교 때 이런
I
말
even heard this.
너는
Oh,
얼굴이
Doc!
아니면
He's stepping all over my keyboard. If this is your first time here, this is what you get. Can we not be? Let's get over here on this side. Thank you. Okay, what were you saying, Yo-song?
그래서 저는 고등학교 때 이런 말
Even heard
들었어.
this.
너는
If it wasn't
얼굴이
for
아니면
your
그랬을
face,
거다.
you'd be a weirdo. Like, if you weren't so attractive, you'd be a weirdo.
라는 말까지 들었습니다.
That's what I heard.
네.
Oh my god, I love Yuno's face there more than.
네. 그랬던 제가
I was like that. And ever since 17 years old, I met this
인연이
one boy.
시작되었죠. 그
I won't say that
이름을
person's name.
말하겠습니다.
Hangjung is still in the feels, man. When I was in the practice studio,
처음 봤을 때
I saw an
그
expression
표정.
on his face.
너가 으르렁이냐라고.
Are you growl?
너가 으르렁이냐라고 하면서 봤던 그 표정과
I can clearly
네,
remember that
말은
face.
아직도 인상이 깊네요. 하지만 그
But
친구한테
that
고마운 것도
friend
있습니다.
is thankful
그
too.
친구 덕분에
Thanks
이
to that
세상
friend, I
물정이라는
understood the
걸
harshness of
그
reality.
친구를 만나고 같이
What changed the most after you met that
많이 변한 게
friend?
뭐죠?
제 성격이요.
My personality?
어떻게
How did your personality change?
원래 안 했던 것도
I now say things that I wouldn't have in the past, and do things I wouldn't have done. He made me learn about life. So it's like, what? He got him out of his shell? Is that what he's saying? Is that what Woo Young brought Yosong out of his shell? It sounds like. All right. I have a question.
질문 하나 있습니다.
네네.
그러면 그 친구를 만나
Do you regret ever meeting that friend?
그 친구를 옆에 친구로 둔 거 후회하시나요?
절대 후회 안 합니다.
Never.
한 번이라도
Have you
있었나요?
ever
정말 한
regretted?
번도 없습니다.
Never.
네,
근데-
정말 한 번도 없습니다.
근데 왜
But
그
why?
친구를
Did you
이곳으로
bring that friend
끌어들였죠?
here? Did you have to?
아 진짜.
San changed it to disagree. Sorry.
정말 죄송한데
I'm so sorry, but
하나 체크하고 넘어갈
There's
수 있어요.
something we should
여상 씨,
check here.
그때
Yosang, at
당시에-
that time,
네네. 우영 씨가
when Woo Young said he was going to audition
본다고
for
하셨을
our
때
company,
얼마나 진심으로
did you
우리
sincerely
회사에
want
들어오기를
him to
바라셨죠?
come?
근데 저는
Yeah, but to be
솔직히
honest, at
그때
that time,
당시에 우리 멤버들이
we were in the
이제
process of
마지막
picking
데뷔를
out
뽑는
the
시점에서
debut
이게
group.
픽스가 돼 있었죠 멤버가.
So the members were actually quite
우영이가 이제
fixed.
오디션을
I heard that
본다는
Woo Young
말
was
듣고 이게
auditioning,
멤버들한테
so I couldn't go
대놓고
to the
막
members
우리
and be like,
오디션
Woo
보고
Young is
들어오는 말
auditioning,
하기가 좀
all excited because ooh, my friend's auditioning. He couldn't do it because he thought that the group was already pretty set, and he didn't want to influence things too much. Because he was apparently a huge introvert. He still kind of is. But yeah, it was tough for me to say
저한테 그렇게 얘기했어요. 근데
that. That's what he told me too. It was not the
상황이
perfect situation
이러이러하다
to say
애매할 수
that.
있다 했었어. 나 갔더니 기본 딱
I went in and Kim Hong-jung.
야 일로 와봐. 누가 제일 못했어?
I said, who's the meanest? Kim Hong-jung. He did that to me. You come here. I was so nice. Come here.
내가 그랬다고?
I did that
내가 그랬다고?
야 엎드려.
on the floor.
해가지고 바로 오자마자 이거 엎드려 맞고.
I was on the floor at the moment. Say stay on one, awake on two. Stay awake, stay awake. Don't you remember, son? You remember, right? Oh my god. So Hong-jung totally drilled him right off the bat. He's like, that is awesome. All right. He got Woo Young into the push-up position and actually had him doing push-ups. It's awesome. This is what happens. I asked Yosang
여상이
at
제가
that time.
그때 당시에 제가 여상 씨한테
Because this is what
물어봤어요. 아,
happened.
우영이는 어떤
What type of
친구냐?
friend is Wooyoung?
처음에는
He might be
좋을
good
수도
in the
있어요.
beginning.
아 근데 그것도
But
사실
that's
이
also
마지막
at the
그
end point
시점에
of debut.
형이 그 질문을
When you
했을
asked
때
that
마냥
question,
막
I couldn't be all
할 때
bright
얘기하기 좀
talking about
그랬습니다.
that.
아, 그럼 진심으로
Ah, so did you really welcome him to come?
영씨가 들은.
네, 그래서 전 소문
I did,
솔직히 많이
sincerely.
반가워했습니다.
네, 저도 할 말이
I have something to say
제일
too.
싫었죠.
You hated it when I came in.
그래 나 아니야 얘.
It wasn't me, it was him.
솔직히
So Hung Shung is like, I just gave y'all a hard time. Mingi's the one who didn't actually like having someone new coming into the group.
송민기가 이거 다 알아요.
It was
저
so Mingi.
딱한
Let
개만
me say
아, 예,
one
예.
thing.
저 잠깐 나가도 돼요?
Can I go up there for a moment?
여상이 바로 그 끝이야?
저
Is
방금
Yosang's turn
끝났나요?
over? Am I done speaking?
아 얘기할래 좀 더?
Oh, you want to say more things?
마지막 마무리하고 가겠습니다.
마무리.
Let me
네,
finish
거기 서
up.
있어.
하지만 저는
Alright.
확신이 있었어요.
But I had
우영이가
this certainty when
들어왔을
Woo
때
Young
멤버들이
came in and
그때
we
당시
look at our situation
상황을
at that
보면
time.
처음에는
Our members
싫어하겠지만
might
이제
dislike
시간이
him at
지나면
first, but as
모두가
time
우영이를
goes on, I was so
좋아하게
sure they would.
확신이
I was so sure they would all
싫어하겠지만
what?
이제 시간이 지나면 모두가 우영이를 좋아.
They would all end up
확신이
liking
있었습니다.
Woo Young. Yeah, he seems like that kind of guy for sure. That, like, in the beginning, his personality is super strong. Like, Woo Young's personality is super strong. And it's one of those ones where it's like, you either really love it or you're, like, off-put by it, right? And we say, you know, in the long run, you get to know the guy, you absolutely love him. And yeah, it sounds like I've watched plenty of guides and everything, but I'm kind of forgetting like how each of the guys were introduced into KQ. And it sounds like Woo Young was the last, and they were all pretty set that like we're set. You know, we have our group, and then somebody else came in, and that can really throw dynamics off. It genuinely can. If you've ever been part of a team, whether it's sports, band, acting, like anything where you're putting on a production and then you're just about there and somebody new comes in and it's not like everybody just goes, oh yay, a new person. It's like, but we're like starting. We're starting and there's somebody new coming in. So yeah, it can be a touchy situation for sure. I can see that. Yeah.
근데 2주가 안
So it only
걸렸습니다.
took it 2
우영 씨를
weeks.
제가
받아들여.
말했잖아요. 2주.
2 weeks. He might fool
수도
around.
있다고 제가.
아니야, 너가 그랬어.
No, you said that we might
처음에는
like
좋을
him at
수도
first.
있어요. 친해지면 조금
But get a
힘들다.
bit tough as we get closer to him.
힘들잖아요.
Yeah, you're having a tough time now.
근데
Sean was
그때
getting
그
bored.
여자 말한 게
What Yosang said at that
나쁜
time
의미가
had
아니었어.
no bad intentions.
저는 근데 저는 진짜 제
But for me,
인생에서
in my
최고로
life,
웃는
biggest
기억이
luck was
멤버들
meeting
만나-
all the members here right now. Based on what Sunghwa just said, things just come out of Woo Young's mouth, right? Things just come out of his mouth. And, you know, Sunghwa just said, you know, it's what he said at the time had no bad intentions. So it's one of those things, like his personality, it can either really put you off or you love it. And I'm guessing, like, just the off the cuff, you know, off the top of his head things that he said, and just the remarks that he's pretty savage. Like, he's pretty savage. And it's like, but Sunghwa is saying, like, he didn't have bad intentions. So I'm guessing that he made a lot of those comments without knowing the guys all that well. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You don't know somebody very well in 2 weeks. And some of them were probably like, ooh, like, off-put by it, you know? But hey, didn't have any bad intentions. And of course, they all love him now.
거라고 생각합니다, 진짜로.
하여튼 여상 씨 감사합니다.
Thank you,
우영 씨.
Yosang, for
도와줘서.
bringing Woo Young.
네, 감사합니다.
내가 짧게 칠게.
I'll make it
나
nice and
머리
short.
짧게
I have
치면
things to... Your hair's very short.
저도 친구 따라
I also
케이크
followed a
왔기
friend to
때문에
KQ.
가만-
You know, of course. Yep.
네, 여기도 친구 따라 케이크 왔네.
저는
I was
도와줬어요.
fooled into coming here.
울지
So what do
친구
you
한
mean
명이랑
fooled?
중학교 4학년 때 알고 있었는데 같이 오디션
We took the same audition from our vice president. Then I got picked. And I could have came in here a bit later.
그죠. 많이 늦게 들어갈
I
수
had some
있었는데
time before
그
I could
친구가
enter. But that
연습 시간에
friend
안정이
told me that
우리는
practice time wasn't set.
회의하게
We do
한-
everything freely. But we really did
아,
it
그 뒤에
at that
거짓말한 거
time.
아니에요,
거짓말은
저희가?
아니야. 네가
그때는 없었어요.
너가 들어와서
It all happened the moment you came
너가
in.
들어온다 그래서 이제
You came in and we had more
인원이
people now.
많아지니까
So
시발점이네.
you're the starting
만들어야겠다 한
point.
거야.
어쨌든
So anyways. That is the absolute best. They're all sitting there yelling at him. He's like, anyways.
어쨌든
근데
Anyways. Okay, so it sounded like they used to have a pretty free schedule. Like they practiced when they had time. They just kind of got together and just kind of what you can do in smaller groups, like, hey, 3-4 people, you're like, hey, you want to practice, and you do this, go do that. But as you get more people and your schedules get more complicated, and you have to like actually start scheduling things together so that you can fit all of your schedules together. So it sounds like Mingi coming in was the point in which they had to actually really start scheduling things so that they could all get together. Well, either so that they could all get together or so that they weren't all doing things individually in like the dance room or something, and they were just always ATEEZ members in the dance room, but never like always there so nobody else could be there. It's like they had to start scheduling because there are more people. Gotcha.
지금 한 12.
I said this for the 12th time now. You were late the moment you came in.
일정표가 있으면
Why do you even need a schedule? You're late anyways.
야,
It's
들어와.
like, so like, even though we made a schedule, it didn't matter because you're always late to any schedule.
야, 너.
So he comes up there to give a talk and he is just getting lambasted. This is like a ATEEZ versus Mingi thing, and he takes it so well. I love how Mingi takes the guys harassing him, and it's like this awesome dynamic where they harass him and he takes it so well and probably kind of loves it a little bit, and that's why they harass him. If it wasn't for me.
넌 나왔었으면 지금. 아유.
근데 이 와서
Is he leaving?
입니다.
Oh, I disagree. He's leaving. I'm done. If you want something to say, make it quick.
빠르게.
So yeah, San did it. Changes over to disagree when Yosang and Woo-young started going at it a little bit there. I'm the only one in our members that disagree.
왜냐?
Why?
친구 따라 강남을
I have never been to Gangnam with a friend.
갔잖아. 아니,
Yes, you have. Hey, San, you were in Yeoksamdang when we were trainees.
때 갔잖아.
So,
어디죠?
where's Gangnam?
강남이 어디냐고요?
Could you ask where Gangnam was?
우리 역삼동
Our
연습실이었어.
training studio was in
맞아요,
역삼동.
역삼동이 강남이야.
그 강남인가요?
That's Gangnam.
까비.
Close call.
저 미...
That was close. All right. I have a first impression story for Mingi. Please, please, time for a load of stories. When I first went to the studio for practice, there's a person I want to thank and a person I was sad about.
공로전이야 이제?
So this is chapter 2, Peak of a Battle.
고마웠던 사람 다
The person I want to thank is
그러니까
Yuno.
연습실 이제
I went to
가가지고
the
이제
studio
초인종을
and I
눌렀는데
ring the bell
막 반응이 없는
and
거예요.
no one answered.
그러다가
Then
누가
someone with a
해맑게
bright
들어오라고
smile,
열어줬습니다.
everyone's boyfriend. Open the door and let me open the door and
그러다가 누가 해맑게 들어오라고 열어줬습니다.
just open the door for me to come in.
윤호였어요.
It was Yuno.
윤호가 이제 막
Saw me being all
있으니까
nervous.
옆에 앉아가지고
So he
막
sat down
서로
next to me and we
좋아하는
talked
뭐
about
댄서
common
얘기도
interests.
하고.
우리 이거 천사다.
Yuno is such an angel. He did the same for me. He did the same for Sunghwa because he's everybody's boyfriend. He ate pork cutlets with
처음에
me.
나랑 돈가스 먹었는데.
아니 그 전에 연습
That's after I went to the studio.
오케이.
그 전에
Yeah, he saw me first on that day.
그러다가
Then
멤버들이
the rest of the
들어왔어요.
members came in.
홍준이 형이
Hung Jung Hyung wanted to eat together.
밥 먹자
Pork cutlets
그러고
apparently.
해가지고 다 고맙습니다.
So I was
근데
very
이제 민기가
thankful.
딱
But now
들어왔어요.
Mingi
이제
walked in.
제가
I was
이렇게
like
앉아있었는데
all
민기가
cringed up because Yosang, I know he's like kind of biggish, but he's got a small frame on him, and Mingi does not have a small frame on him. He's a big boy. He walked in with his
이어폰 꽂고 이렇게
earphones,
들어오더니 저를 쓱 보고
and he took a quick look at me
가더라고요.
and ignored me.
그래서 순간
At that moment, I was so scared. What is this? Then Mingi took off his earphones. And dude, Mingi can have an intimidating presence about him too when he wants to. He's got a very cute smile, but when he wants to be intimidating, he can nail it.
제가 앉아있는 책상
Towards
쪽에
the desk that I was sitting
던지는
by,
거예요.
he threw the earphones.
그때 약간 질풍문
That's when he was a stallion. You know? I don't know if that is supposed to reference certain things, but there's a difference between stallions and geldings. Geldings have been neutered. Stallions have not. So I don't know if he's saying like, oh yeah, man, that was wild and free Mingi before he'd really been, apparently he was, full of testosterone. I don't know.
저 그래서
Poor guy. So I thought, is this how the trainees deny each other?
서운했던
was very
그런
sad.
추억이 생각이 나네요.
Who's there? Oh, Grace has come to say hi. Yeah, hey, sweetie. Hey. Fourth cat to make it in. Oh, say hi. Yep. There you go.
저 이 자리에서 폭로 하나 하겠습니다.
Also, they say something here too.
마침
The time goes back to when we were trainees and we danced on the
아
streets.
그거는 좀 창피.
Did a little busking, eh? That was a bit embarrassing, though.
민기가 했던
I still remember what Mingi
말이
said to me
아직까지도
on that
기억에
day.
남습니다. 니 이렇게 여기서 춤
You think you're good at dancing because you're dancing here, right?
근데 민기야 그건 좀
Hey, Mingi, good job. Songhwa. It's like so brutal. So. Oh man, brutal. Let's recap Mingi's highlights today.
인간보다 돈이 먼저다.
Money over people.
그리고 들어와서
Comes in, throws the
이어폰을 내던지다.
earphones.
그리고 네가
You think you're a
그렇게
good dancer when you
들어가서
dance on the
춤을 잘
streets?
추는지 알지?
아 근데 그
I'm
여상이한테
really sorry to Yo-song.
얘는
What
그래서
about
제가
me?
진짜 열심히
She's a jerk. So I taught him how to dance with all my heart.
그건 인정하는
So I
부분입니다.
agree with
제가
that.
얘가
I thought he would be better with a bit more practice.
그래서 제가 아침에
So we came to
9시에
practice at 9
출근해가지고
a.m.
원래
And I'm usually late.
없어가지고 맨날
But I came at 9 a.m. for him.
알려주고
지각이
Is
가능한
that
거야?
너 나한테 고마워해야 돼.
So you should be thankful.
고마우니까 얘기하는 거예요.
I am thankful.
고마우니까 이런 데서 그냥 재밌게 얘기하는 거예요.
So even though Mingi was a little brutal in his assessments, like because we all, I think if you know ATEEZ very well, you know that San wasn't a dancer when he came in. Like he didn't have any background in it really, but he worked at it incredibly hard until he's like a really good dancer now. But it looks like in the beginning, Mingi was all like, dude. You're out here like doing busking or whatever it was that they were doing out on the streets and stuff, and I'm guessing San was like, "Yeah, man, we're doing it," and he was like, "You think this makes you good?" I can picture him doing that, but he matched his brutal honesty with his words with like actually putting in the time and the effort with San to help him with his dancing. Which I mean, look where San is now. So yeah, that's. Impressive. It's nice to have friends like that who will, on the one hand, be brutal with you, and on the other hand, will take the time to just build you up. So, actually, great job on Mingi on that one. Mingi might seem like a bad guy, but I'm very thankful to Mingi and you know.
감사한 마음을 항상 가지고 있습니다. 왜냐하면 정말
From the
제가
time
아무것도
when I
안
was a
된 시절부터
nobody.
기본기,
Yeah, they told me the
루틴
basics
이런 걸
and
다 가르쳐줬던
routines
친구들이기 때문에
and taught me everything they knew. So I was a trainee for a long time.
정을 안
So I
줬어요.
didn't give them what?
때문에
제가 연생 생활을 오래 해서 그 정.
Oh, so I didn't give them my heart. Gotcha. So he was a trainee for a long time, so I didn't give them my heart. That basically translates to I saw a lot of people come and go, right? So if you're a trainee for a long time and you get to know a lot of people who either debut and, go away, or they quit the training process and they go about their more everyday lives. And so he was like, yay, so these guys came in and I was like, I don't know if these guys are going to stick around. So he didn't put himself out there. And I think we all can sympathize with that. Especially if you have lost a lot of people that you have become friends with, you become less wary to put your heart out there, right?
정을 안 줬어요.
야 이런 건 호프.
So, hey, take it outside to a bar or something.
그래, 술 한잔 더.
Let's go out for more drinks. You guys go out and have some talks over drinks.
저만
So
지금
I'm the
여기서
only one
연생
here
쓰레기가
that was a villain when I was a trainee?
그래도 우리는
It's a good thing that we don't have friends that we have to follow to Gangnam with.
그러니까 다 착하잖아요, 그래도.
여러분 어린 여러분.
For those young people, make
친구들
sure
잘 사귀어야
to meet
됩니다.
good
그건 진짜
friends.
맞아.
So the results is only Mingi. So now Mingi is disagreeing. So
근데
2023,
속담에
we revised
지금
the
개정하네.
proverbs.
마지막까지 말 저시네요.
그러니까요. 이 풀릴
Stuttering.
때 됐는데 이제.
이게
It's about
살짝
time
이게
you loosened
살짝
up.
달라갖고
This
어딜
is
보고
slightly
해야 될지
different.
모르겠어요.
I don't know where to look.
프리스타일.
Make it freestyle.
아.
에코야?
오 잘한다. 제 분량 뽑아야 돼. 아니 아무도.
He needs to get his minutes.
너 10분 동안 혼자 토크해라.
야 화장실 급해 빨리
End it already. I need to use the restroom.
네, 마치겠습니다. 오늘 2023년 속담 계절을
All right, Proverbs
맞췄는데요.
2023. Thank you all for your precious comments.
여러분들의 소중한
With all
의견으로
your
새 시대에
comments, we
걸맞는
have
2023
successfully accomplished the
속담이
Proverb
만들어진 것 같습니다.
2023.
박수 한번 쳐주시죠. 네, 오늘 이렇게 지금까지 어떻게
So,
속담
with
계절,
today's debate,
2023년을
we
위한
have
속담 계절을
just finished
맞췄는데
Proverb
소감이
2023. What are your
어떤지
thoughts?
대표로 한 2분 정도?
Mingi's a villain. So you can go first.
알찼습니다.
It was packed with nutritious facts. Next, this is what I can't say. You cannot take back what you said.
야, 너무 나쁜 말들.
For all the bad words and comments, please cut them out.
이거 오늘 나오고 나서
Which they bleeped all the curse words at least. Once this is released, I think a lot of people are going to have to pay off some
갚아야 될
debts.
것 같은데 열심히 갚으시길
I
바랄게요.
hope you do that in peace.
또 있습니까? 소감?
Poor Mingi.
재밌었습니다.
It was a lot of fun.
좋습니다. 어쨌든 지금 여기가
This is the group of
명언
making
연합회
famous quotes, right?
아닙니까?
네.
그리고 제가 명언 연합회
And I'm the president of this group.
명언 연합회
As the president,
회장님께 여러분들에게 덕담.
I want to say the last words of wisdom.
자, 여러분.
So everyone,
오늘 정말
today
뭐
we talked about
자본주의 얘기,
capitalism.
뭐 친구, 뭐
Stories
친구
about friends,
얘기, 뭐 가족 얘기, 뭐
stories of
엄청
our
많이
families. We
했잖아요.
talked about a lot of topics. But
제일
what's the
중요한 건
most
뭐냐?
important?
자기 자신을 챙길
We
줄
need
알아야
to
돼요.
take care of ourselves.
이 얘기를 드리고 싶어요. 자기 자신을 제일
You
먼저
need to take care of
가꾸고
yourselves
챙겨야
first.
옆에 있는 사람도 챙겨야
In order
되고
to take
자기
care of
통장에 있는
others,
돈도
and then you can
지키는
save
거예요.
the money in your bank account.
나와요.
Is that out of nowhere? It's like, I think he thought about this quote for a long time. Mingy's cracking up.
하고 싶은 말이 많았어.
자기 자신을 잘 가꾸고
You need to
지켜야
make yourself
내
worthy.
인간관계
Let's all clap and get up.
길박 쳐버려. 내 통장 잔고
They're cutting him off. Jungo's getting cut off.
지킬 수 있는 겁니다.
We had an ending speech, but we're out. Yeah,
쌈밥 좋지, 쌈밥
자기
좋지.
자신을 가꾸세요.
Go for samba. Lovely, lovely.
자기 자신을 잘 가꾸십시오.
Take care of yourself.
가자.
가자.
To be continued.
5년
What's
차에
next?
넘어가는 지금 최고의
Fifth year, that's right. It's time to rebrand the best company ever. KQ. Do our foreign fans know ATEEZ or KQ more? Well, I would guess that they know ATEEZ more. It's usually, I would think that if you know, like more people know a group than know the company itself. Like, right? I think.
ATEEZ를 많이 할까요? KQ를 많이 할까요?
ATEEZ를 많이
Like, there are plenty of
알겠다.
fans of
그러면
groups
ATEEZ가
who have
그렇게
no idea what company they
회의실도
come
없는
from.
회사가 있다.
Other companies don't even have
회의실이
meeting
없었던
rooms.
적도 있었는데
So there's no
뭘
point in
하나님께서
having a fancy
말하냐?
meeting
그
room.
얘기신 거예요?
Is that what you're saying? You guys are all so spoiled. All right, it looks like we're doing some sort of marketing thing, and it looks like we'll also hopefully be having some 5th anniversary stuff going on, and I'll probably cover that stuff over on Patreon, so go join me over there. Logbooks, all that good stuff I take care of over there. And I know they were going to be in the US, I think, for, oh gosh, what was it? My patrons helped fill me in on all of this stuff. It's not KCON. They were over in LA for KCON. This one is on the east side in New Jersey. What is it? I am totally blanking on the name of the thing that they are going to be at, but sounds like they'll be in the US for their 5th anniversary. I'm done. I have more work to do. I have a day job, so I'm going to go do something that actually pays my bills. In the meantime, you all have yourself a wonderful day. Follow me on over to Patreon. You can binge away for a week on a free trial over there. Get behind the paywall. I'd love it if you stayed around for longer, but in the meantime, you can binge. Have yourself some wonderful day. Ta-ta.